during this day, it's because students, right? Sometime there was the moment when I began our first day, if you remember, and then there was the moment when I started speaking something, there was power cut, and next day there was power cut in Banishore area. That was the reason, and today is also a bad day for me. It does not make any difference to you all. Later on, I will be sharing with you. But at this moment, I would like to welcome you all and going to concentrate upon section A, students. Section A is all about composition. As you know, students, in your MOFA, there are 4 different sections. In your MOFA of English language, MOFA, this is called extra first, right? Extra paper first. This extra paper first will occur before extra paper second. Extra paper second is your foreign policy and international relationship or diplomacy. So this is in your MOFA English language paper, English language, LANGUAGE language. There are four sections. There are 4 sections, and the first section, section A, which you need to write in separate paper, which you need to write in separate paper, okay? Which you need to write. Let's see, lots of calls are there. Oh my goodness, what shall I do? Students, so what I was talking about is section A. Section A is all about composition. Section A is all about composition. And when this term comes compositions, you need to know that it's about essay writing. It's about essay writing. So whenever essay writing comes in your brain, definitely you must be thinking about its body, introductions, body, and conclusion, right? But let me tell you, this essay writing is not the general essay writing that you might have learned in your previous classes. Previous classes means in your academia. Previous classes mean in your academics. Because in academics, students, you need to write an essay which is strictly guided by academic topic. But this essay is not only academic, it's not academic, it is content-based essay. Did you understand what I say? This essay is content-based essay. Content-based essay. Content-based essay. And this essay is also different than that of your academic essay, because it's about 20 marks. It's of 20 marks questions. 20 marks questions. In academics, students, you need to write an essay in and about graded by academic to 1,000 word list. But this essay is not only academic, it's not academic, it is 1,000 word list. So this essay is going to become a very long essay. So 20 marks is, this essay consists of 20 marks. And I think that if you follow the way I teach you, if you follow the path or principle that I teach you, then definitely I don't think anybody could get less than 10 marks. That means 50% is very comfortable zone to become successful in English paper 1. Okay, have faith on it. Have faith on it but you know what? In order to understand this content-based essay, you must have some content. Somebody is asking me to define what is essay, sir. Okay, I don't want to break your heart. Let me tell you, an essay is a piece of writing, students, that presents your perspective. That presents this essay is your presentations, or a piece of writing that presents your argument, even your creativity, students, your argument, your creativity, your perspective, your creativity, your opinion, or let's say your analysis of the topic, of a given topic. Right, you know, essay, there are different types of essay you are asked. So essay can vary in style and even the purpose. But let me tell you one most important thing. That most important thing is that they are generally aim aim to inform, to persuade, to entertain, or to argue about the given topic. Structure in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of section officers, right? Essay topics you need to know often focuses upon issues, right? Essays topic, these are all things you are going to write. Essays topic usually focuses on the topics related to national interest, foreign policy, global affairs, and so on. So in order to understand this essay writing properly, you should have a good content. First and foremost thing is that, students, you should know which are the areas from where questions and essay questions are likely to ask. Is it clear to you, everybody? What did I say? Before you go to write about an essay, I will take 4 classes about these things. Sarada class like Nation, and if you do not, or if you did not get this thing, then let me know. Before you write essay, but you should know what are the areas of questions which are likely to ask in your examinations. So before that, before I begin about it, I just want you all to see what types of essays questions were asked in the past, and after that we will discuss it again. So I'm sharing this this paper which we will be discussing in days to come. So check it out, students. This is the model questions. Every questions we will be looking at it, and after that I'm going to break down and I'm going to tell you the types of the questions. Right? The first question that is in your model questions, you can see, we live in a world besieged by media and technology. Every sector of our life is impacted by the presence of modern form of communication system. And this is called, this is called background. Every time background is given, this is called background. And after that, you are asked to write an essay. Write an essay that discusses the influence of modern form of communications on everyday life. This is comparatively the most easiest type of questions. Not only that, students, let me tell you, in your MOFA, there are given options. There are given more than one, let's say, more than one, less than 3. At least maximum 3 topics are given. Out of 3, you need to pick one and you need to write it. So when you are going to look at this one, then this is called general topic. Another questions, write an essay that discusses how different cultures maintain their distinctive traditions in your community. So it is from culture type of essay. And third one is, diplomacy has been defined as the management of relationship between interdependent states by the process of negotiations. So when you look at it, it becomes a topic that is asked from, let's say, foreign policy and diplomacy. Like that. Similarly, sports is a great equalizer in life and social society. Easiest essay. Today, more people are employed outside home. This is a sign of, seeing I have written, sign of onward mobility of young generation to complete in modern world. Write an essay to discuss how we can create enjoyable and productive workplace by promoting the well-being, energy, and healthy work environment. This is from creative writing. Now, if you are going to look at these things, then this essay, we are 2071 essay, this essay, the chief goal of diplomacy is to further the interest of nations. So an ideal diplomat tries to serve this cause successfully. This essay is asked from diplomacy and foreign policy. Like that, students, look at here. That's why I say it is a content-based essay. The South Asian Associations for Regional Cooperations had completed 3 decades of its existence. This question was asked 8 years back, 10 years back, we can say, now 4 decades. Yet, it is often said that it has not made significant progress in achieving its objective as defined in the Charter. Now, what do you think are some of the achievements made by SARC in 30 years of its establishment? So if you are going to answer such questions, students, if you are, slow down your speed. Pretty, you can speed, okay. If you are going, I'll slow down. If you are going to look at, to answer these types of questions, students, if you don't have knowledge regarding SARC, you cannot answer these things. You cannot answer. So that's why I call it is a content-based essay. It's a content-based essay. You must have content, students. Once there was a question that was asked over here. It is also asked about to talk about the Nepal perspective upon sustainable development goal. Once, right, you were asked a questions to talk about SDG goal, sustainable development goal. Right. Not only that, there was also a questions that are we determined to achieve such ambitious goal? And if you don't have knowledge regarding sustainable goal or even SAARC, right? Then it will be very difficult for you all to understand to write these types of answers. So that's why you must have content. You must have content in order to write. Right? Even if you look at in question, if you look at the questions of 2079, there were a question student that was asked about South-South cooperations. South-South cooperations, right? An essay upon South-South cooperations. Now, what is the South-South cooperations? Not only South-South cooperations, but you were asked to write an essay upon South-South cooperations for the economic development of nations. Okay. Similarly, in the same years, you were asked questions that is Indo-Nepal relationship, Indo-Nepal relationship, Indo-Nepal relationship. What I want you all to let you know is that, you must have a content in order to answer such questions. Even there was a questions regarding Sino-Nepal relationship, Sino-Nepal relationship. So this is Sino means China-Nepal relationship. So that's why what I want you all to know is that, students, you should know the areas of questions asked in exam. You understand the probable area. If you know the probable area from where questions are likely to ask in your examinations, then you can justify it. For it, iska lagi, what you need to do, you must read extra paper second seriously. Okay, half of, let's say, most of the content most of the ideas you can get it from second paper. Okay, how many of you have completed your second paper? Raise your hand, students. Come on, have your say, students. Have your say. I just want you all to have your say. Namaste, everyone. Please speak. Say at least namaste.
Namaste, sir.
Namaste, sir.
So Divas is there, right? Blog got yet to buy a book, sir. No worry, my book is also there. There are lots of books. I have already told you to get a book for a Rashtra. That is written by Pratik, last time topper. This is a good book, right? This is a good book. If any book is better than mine, I don't hesitate to call that book is better. So even English language extra paper, mine is also there. But let me tell you, students, until now, what we have understood that there is an essay. Essay is of 20 marks. This essay is going to be a tough one because it is the most lengthiest essay we are going to write ever. And not only that, this essay is not academic. This essay is content-based essay where we need to apply our creativity at the same time, our critical faculty of brain in order to express, in order to justify addressing the questions. Is this clear, everybody? Hey, have your say, students. You can't speak. Speak.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good. Okay, now most important thing is, students, say if you are thinking that just by the first class you will be able to write an essay, I don't believe these things. I will upgrade your level from the ground. So now whichever you have already seen, there are some of the areas from where essay are asked. So first and foremost, most important thing is that you are likely to ask the questions from foreign policy and diplomacy. It is about 80% possibility, right? Out of 3 questions, definitely there will be a questions that is asked from foreign policy and diplomacy. So write down over here areas of probable questions, areas of probable questions, areas of probable essay questions, ESSAY, essay questions, areas of probable essay questions. So the first area is FOREIGN, foreign policy and diplomacy. Foreign policy and diplomacy. See, foreign policy and diplomacy. Right, foreign policy and diplomacy. So any of the questions, if any of the question is asked from foreign policy and diplomacy, a related topic, then what you need to do, what things you should prepare. The first thing you should prepare is about Nepal foreign policy, FREIG, and foreign policy, Nepal foreign policy and its objectives objectives. Can anybody tell me what are the objectives of Nepal foreign policy, or what is the Nepal foreign policy? Nepal foreign policy is based on five things. Yeah, anybody can say the Charter of UN, international peace. Very good. That's true. Okay. Very good, very good. So you need to know these things, right? Nepal foreign policy and its objectives, most important things. Students, your examination will be held in Chait. So that's why you are going to prepare it. At least these are the things which I must know, so you need to know. Second thing you should prepare, you should know about is role of Nepal foreign policy or diplomacy, right? Role of diplomacy, let's write. Role of diplomacy. What is the role of diplomacy in, let's say, in Nepal's, diplomacy in Nepal's international relations? Nepal's international relations. Can somebody tell me what is the role of diplomacy in Nepal's international relationship? What is the role of diplomat or diplomacy in international politics, international relationship of Nepal? They are
equality, safeguarding the freedom, sovereignty, territorial integrity, independence.
That's true. They are the representative of nation in international arena. They are the representatives of nation in international arena, and their first and foremost job is to safeguard its national integrity, sovereignty, and promoting the national interest. Some of the jargons are there which should be at the tip of your tongue, which I'm going to give you. But you should prepare for these things. At least some of the ready-made answers should be there whenever you are going to write these types of essays. At the same time, students, Nepal's relationship with its immediate neighbors, with its immediate or with its neighbors, NEIGS, BOGS, NEIGS, neighbor, or BOURS, neighbors. That means basically about India and China. Basically with the neighboring country, neighbors or its neighbors or neighboring countries like India and China. What types of relationship in Nepal has with its immediate neighboring countries like Nepal and India? Okay, what types of relationship does Nepal have with China? One, China policy, right? And talking about India, there are many. All right, you need to write the essay. Whenever you are preparing for it, I'm telling you, I'm making you aware about to write about the issue about Indo-Nepal relationship or Sino-Nepal relationship. And not only that, besides this Nepal's relations with its neighboring countries, you should also prepare for what types of Nepal, what is the role of Nepal in international organizations? What is Nepal? What is the role of Nepal in international organizations? So role of Nepal, you can write these things. Another role of Nepal with international organizations like ORG organizations like United Nations, SAARC, WTO, etc. Prepare from this area, students. And if the question is asked from foreign policy and diplomacy, at least these 4 points, I have not given you more, 3 or 4 points I give you, but you are going to think whenever any essay is related to it, you are going to mention at least these things, then your essay will be completed. It is of 20 marks questions, so you can easily valorize these things, right? Hitting at the head of the questions. Okay, another topic, another probable question, another area of question will be asked. We'll be discussing about the areas first today. Another area is, most of the time it is asked, students, that is geopolitical strategy. Geopolitical strategy. Yes. Oh, future diplomat, whom you are calling? Geopolitics, the geopolitical strategy or
Continue, sir.
somebody is there. Another one is what I say, students. Geopolitical strategic importance. Strategic importance. Questions will be definitely asked. If next area, next important area where you are will be asked questions from is
ये चीज की तैयारियां करेंगे हम
कौशल की भले होता हैं? I need to mute you all.
सॉरी सर त्यसलाई
Sir, will you do? Sir, we will do any your video. Yes, you will be doing it. You will be doing it. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Have no worries, students. This somebody access. Since how long have you been teaching essay? I don't know. Right? I don't know since how long I have been teaching essay. Different types of essays. I'm an English lecturer, students. All right. So this is my area. This is my area. Right? This is my area. So maybe I don't know. I started teaching in college from 2067. No, 67. I was married at 66. 66. So it has become a long time. Anyway, geopolitics and strategic importance. So, right, where is Nepal? There is young policy students. So over here, if any question is asked from geopolitical strategic importance, I must find our examiner will seek whether you have included this point or not. That is Nepal's geopolitical stance. Nepal geopolitical stance or Nepal geopolitical significance in South Asia. Or we can call it Asia also, does not make any difference. Nepal's geopolitical significance in South Asia. Where it is located in between India and China, right? Or Prithviraj Saha had already said that Nepal is a country between, right, trapped between the two giant countries or rocks. There was called Yum policy, Tarul. Dui dhunga bisko Tarul. Now we call it sandwich. And now let's say it has a great significance in geopolitical significance in South Asia stones because it is surrounded by the economically growing up two bulldozers, that is India and China. Both of the country, our neighboring country, holds half of the population of the world. All right, so there are lots of opportunities, but at the same time, students, there are also challenges. So challenges and opportunities. Being opportunities, you are going to write these things, students. There are some challenges and opportunities of geopolitical means of Nepal being a landlocked country. Understood? Being a landlocked nations, landlocked nations, and obviously Nepal shares its open border to India. That is also not in a part, but by the three different parts, and that's why we can use these types of geopolitical strategy to enhance our diplomacy for the development of the nations. How you need to write these things, even in geopolitical stance, right? Geopolitical strategic importance, you can write that what is the stance of Nepal on global issues like global issues. Nepal's stance on Nepal. Nepal, S-T-A-N-C, stance I have written, not stance, okay? Stance. Nepal stands on, let's say global issues like climate change. What are the global issues? Tell me. Global issues like global change, global warming, GLOBAL, global warming or global change, global warming, another WRMING, global warming, one of the things. Another could be, you all are muted. I will be on mute you again. Licking the brain, wala. Ignore, don't say like that. Okay, so I'm just going to take your active participation. Tell me, what are the global issues, students?
climate
Global
change,
warming,
climate
global
change,
warming. Other,
refugee terrorism.
last time your prime minister, sorry, our prime minister said or not?
Yeah.
Viraj,
Terrorism,
Viraj,
transnational.
Why does he say about these things, right? Okay, so global warming. Other,
Climate change.
climate change, very good. Poverty, very good. Another Trisha had said poverty. Come on, keep on going.
Terrorism.
Pandemic.
Sorry, pandemic. Pandemic is the issue of everyone. That's true. Pandemic. Another.
Gender equality, human rights.
Right.
Some
Terrorism.
global issues. Okay, I want you. You are missing some good, most important, Diwas has come. Human rights issues. Human rights issues. You know, human trafficking.
Organized crime, we can put all of them in organized crime as well.
That's yeah, organized crime. That's great. Money laundering also. Somebody may be saying over here. Right?
Human
Another
rights.
important thing, students, global issues. Nepal stands on migration also.
Yeah.
Understood? Migration.
FDI,
See,
FDI
the
also.
point that you are thinking is true, but you know, you cannot ignore some of the points like, let's say, migrations, human rights, human trafficking, and so on. Okay, so first area of questions likely to ask in your examination is, again, foreign policy and diplomacy. Second probable area is
Geopolitical
politics
strategic
and
review.
strategic importance. Third one, which you are going to prepare is, it is easier one. You must be happy, students, because economic diplomacy. Why I am teaching you all these things, you know, because I teach you all these things so that whenever you are preparing for extra paper second, and whenever you are preparing for second or third or fourth paper, I think there is also economic diplomacy, true?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
that you would understand the gravity of it. Now you will be reading economic diplomacy, not for the second paper of MOFA, extra paper second of MOFA. You're also reading it because that is the building block for essay writing in your MOFA section A. You understand? Besides that, students, you will be cautious whenever you are reading second or third. You will be cautious and see these all topics are interrelated. Isn't it easier, students? Isn't it easier?
Yeah.
So can you tell me what 3.3? Okay, let me tell you what 3 points you think you should include in your economic diplomacy. If any question is asked from economic diplomacy, what 3 points you can include?
FDI.
Very
Foreign
good.
aid.
Superb. Wait. FDI, right? Foreign direct investment.
In the context of Nepal, foreign employment.
Okay. Another
Power, power, electricity.
Sorry, power?
Electricity,
Hydropower.
hydropower, and
Trade.
tourism.
Oh my goodness. All right.
Tourism.
So that's great. So basically, whatever you say, I can include in one of the points. That is importance of trade and commerce. Trade and commerce, or trade and business, or trade and investment. Investment for Nepal. Have I summarized all of your saying?
Yes, sir.
Have I summarized all of your saying, students, whatever you are saying? Good.
Yeah.
Include all those points over here. Next.
Foreign employment.
Foreign employment. Okay, that's true. Right. Another thing.
Foreign aid.
Okay, now you may say portfolio investment. Most important, the economic diplomacy we are reading. Diplomacy, come on, try to say, students. Role of MOFA. Role of MOFA. What is the full form of MOFA? Ministry of Foreign
Affairs.
In promoting, or here you are saying these things, tourism, right? You know what? It is said that if we make these people of the world believe not, hegemonize in their brain that before you die, you should go and visit Pashupatinath once, then all your pap will be turned into punya. Right? If we could do that, then our tourism will go up. Last time, how many of you had visited Kirtipur Stadium? Nobody had seen the NPL match. What I wanted to relate is that if you had been there, then you must see what kinds of sorts of people were there and how economic activity had taken place because of one single sport, right? The areas were benefited. True or not?
Yes,
so
true.
NPL has promoted tourism. Tourism had given economic benefit for the people whoever were sitting there. There were a scarcity of almost everything, and people earn a lot. I have heard that it's not documented. I have heard that one of the persons who were selling pani puri and chatpate, which is called small trade, right? Small self trade, had sold its product worth 40,000 in a day. Is it believable? Hey, nobody is speaking. Come on. No, I already said it is not documented. It is hearsay. But from it, what we cannot deny is the fact is that definitely MOFA role of Ministry of Foreign Affairs Ministry. That is your role whenever you go to any international stations, any of the missions or council. At that time, it is your role to promote the tourism, right? By selling the soft, let's say soft power. I'm coming to that soft power also, like that. Okay, being a Buddhist, go to Lumini. It is necessary to see the one whom you worship in a lifetime, right? So yes, this is called promotions. This is called promotion. And at the same time, students, you can also write enhancing Nepal's export and enhancing Nepal exports and trade partnership. Yes. Before I begin this session, at that time, I had spoken of one very, very superhit sentence. If you remember, I just want to tell you. That sentence was, your base of writing an essay can be gained from your extra paper second paper, third paper, even fourth paper that you are going to attempt. Have I told you or not? See, do you read trade partnership or not? How many countries is Nepal signed BIPA with?
11.
right? Another I have forgotten. Okay, later on I'll come to use it. So another. See, this is 3 points I have told you. We have already written 3. Next questions you are likely next area of questions which you are likely to ask, and there is the possibility of asking from this area is a very important one. Cultural diplomacy. Cultural diplomacy. See, diplomacy has also very lots of form, right? Economic diplomacy also, not only economic diplomacy, but cultural diplomacy and soft power. Nepal does not have hard power, soft power. What is this soft power? Soft power means, right? Which can be used, right? Which can feel it. Role of culture and heritage in Nepal foreign relations. Well, what is the role of culture? What is the role of heritage in Nepal foreign relationship? How Nepal can promote, how Nepal can be a tourist destinations. Nepal can be a tourist destinations because go to Namche, go to Mount Everest, there is Mount Everest. There are lots of soft powers. There is cultural heritage itself. Kathmandu is regarded capital city of Nepal. Kathmandu itself is regarded as Kathmandu Valley. Let's say, is regarded as open.
Museum.
What? Museum, right? Open museum. So these types of things you are going to write it. Use of soft power for international influence. These are the areas, 3 areas, which 4 areas I have told you. Right? Current global issues we have already discussed over here. So if the question is asked from there, you can easily answer. Like that, like that, Nepal diaspora and remittance is also one of the another area. Diaspora means, you understand? Diaspora, Nepali diaspora. Diaspora, have you heard this term before?
Yes, sir.
Diaspora. What is diaspora means?
Nepalese descent.
The people of the particular country living in abroad.
All right. By nationality, whoever they are, by heart they are Nepali, right?
National.
Okay, Nepali diaspora, they are right. So what is the impact of Nepali diaspora? Let's say Nepali diaspora means all NRN.
Yeah.
Don't write in that way, but in order to understand, we can see these things. What is their role? Role for a national economy. What are the policies for protecting the Nepali people working abroad? These are the Nepali diaspora or remittance. You can use it. You got it, students? So these types of questions, if you are going to look at it, then definitely it will be easier for you all to come up with this, come up with correct functions. But before that, you all should know how the essay should be written. Understood or not? Essays has 4 different parts. Any questions you want to ask me? I'm just going to switch the topic. Now I've already told you areas of probable essay questions and how you should prepare it, and whenever you are preparing, what points should be included. I'm going to talk about the body. Before that, I just want to take if you have any questions. Are you enjoying class, students?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
It takes time, students. It takes time. You know, I don't accelerate class in haste. I believe that earlier there was a girl who was saying that, sorry, speak slowly. Slowly and gradually you will be accustomed the way I speak, right? There is Divas who must be amazed right now. Rajiv sir could speak this fast or so, right? So we will be so there was one of my students who were requesting me to speak in Nepali, but let me tell you, students, try to learn MOFA class in English. Understand?
Sir, in writing, especially how to hook the idea and develop the ideas, hooking idea and developing the idea is the great matter. We have the knowledge, cannot put them in in chronological order and logical order. That is missing point.
That's true. So I just wanted to know what the things is. What if you have any questions now? See, students, if we know how to write an essay, we don't have any problem. But you know, before we write essay, we need to have some ingredient. Essay writing is also like cooking. Remember this thing. Essay writing is also like cooking. Though you are a good chef, if you don't have the sufficient ingredient, you cannot prepare a good meal. Did you understand? Did you understand what I said right now?
Yes.
Essay writing is like cooking. However good chef you are, in the lack of sufficient ingredient, you cannot serve me a good meal. Can you? Can you?
No,
You
sir.
are a good writer. You are a good writer. Your writing is top notch. But if you don't have idea, how can you write? If you anybody can tell me what is South-South cooperation? What is South-South cooperation? Anybody can tell me, right? Anybody can tell me what is called, can you answer what is called South-South cooperation? You have a problem whenever I say. But if I say, anybody can tell me what is United Nations, UN? You can easily say these things, true or not? Because UN is familiar topic and you have lots of ingredient to write to include in it. So basically at this moment, I have told you, prepare ingredient. These all are ingredient which you are going to use. Now, cooking. Most important thing is that cooking starts. Oh, Preeti was speaking. Sorry, speaking. Speak a bit slower. Am I slower, Preeti? Preeti, am I Preeti or Pretty? What's your name? She does not speak anything. Now, most important thing is that these all are ingredient, as I have already told you. Areas of questions means ingredient. Areas of questions mean ingredient. But now we are going to learn the format of essay. That means cooking style. Cooking. Ready, everybody? Okay, check everyone. So now I am going to talk about the format of essay. Format of essay. Format of essay. What is the format of essay? Format of essay, general format of essay that you people know is that introduction, body, introductions, body, and conclusion. Am I right, students? Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Introductions, body, and conclusion. This is like a cliche type of answer. Cliche type means anybody can say at any time. Sir, it is introductions, it is body, and it is conclusion. Anybody can say these things. But let me tell you, students, it's not all. It's not all. If I ask you, what do you write in your introductions, then most of you may not answer. Let me know your knowledge regarding what things do you write in your introductions. Can you tell me?
Thesis statement.
Very good. One
General-
thesis statement. Yes.
General idea.
General idea. Another?
Definition.
Definitions. Another?
Definition and supporting details.
No, you are going wrong. Supporting details you don't write. See?
Really?
Other? Anyway. Very good. Hooking. So hooking, very good. Introduction part, you are going to include three things, students. In your introduction part, you are going to write three things. First, you are going to hook your ideas. Second one is that you are going to write a background informations. Background informations. And finally, you are going to create thesis statement. An examiner will be seeking this thing, STATMENT statement. Hook, background information, and thesis statement. You understand? Now you may be puzzled what is hook, what is background information, what is thesis statement. We'll discuss it after some time. So whenever I say students, whenever I say, let's say, what did I say? Introductions, you will be saying these three things: hook, background information, and thesis statement. How to create thesis statement, we'll be talking about it later, but these are the areas. Now body can be at least 5 body parts you are going to write. 5 body parts you are going to write, but in your body, what should be there? Let me tell you. First, there should be a topic statement. Any of the essay following not this pattern will be sent with a big cross. Don't mind it that time, because the more strict I will be checking your copies, the better it will be for your exam. You got it, students? So definitely you will be sending me paper. I'll be checking, I'll be returning it, and there is no problem, students. We will be discussing on it also. Is it clear? So you take part actively, because if you don't take part actively, then students, then our class will not be that great one. This is a language class. Language is never an entertaining class, but I try to make it as interesting as possible. As interesting as possible. There should be a topic statement. What is this topic statement? I will tell you later. Sir, wait, later. First understand.
Yeah, why didn't you write the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and then write the answer here? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J.
Who do you think I'm teaching? Who do you think I'm teaching?
BS.
I'm sorry, students. Again, these types of
Okay, sir.
Okay, sorry for it. And whenever we teach a topic in family, it happens because they do not know the gravity. She does not know whom I am teaching, right? Topic, statement. Don't disturb me. I need to focus. Topic statement should be there. Topic statement should always followed by supporting details. Supporting details. Topic statement should always follow with supporting details. And these supporting details, which my students were talking earlier, is from 5W, can be derived from 5W and 1S. What is this 5W and 1S means? Who did what, where, when, why, and how? Who did what, where, when, why, and how? We may not answer all the questions, but there should always be supporting details, right? Supporting details. Supporting details should further back up by evidences, or examples, If you write the real example, it will be easier. If you write the real example, it will be easier. Once a question was asked, students, once a question was asked, that is, in your examination, the questions was, let's say, the questions in your examination was about negotiation. One of the important role of a diplomat is to negotiate, let's say, negotiate. Aggregate these things. All right. Yeah. One of the quality of a diplomat or diplomacy is to negotiate between independent states, and you are asked the questions to write an essay on some major events of modern international diplomacy that have resolved the conflict by the process of negotiation. So over here, you must give the examples. So real life real example is good, but if you do not know, then also try to give the example that can back up it. But we expect a real example where you can prove your claim. Right? And after that, over here, while giving it, you are trying to prove your claim. You are claiming something in your topic sentence. You are claiming something. You are making a claim, and over here there should be your analysis. By giving the example, you are making an analysis of it. And after that, there is analysis and there is elaborations. And finally, there comes a closing remark. And this closing remark is the conclusion of closing remark is the conclusion of the ideas you have spoken, you said in your topic sentence, paving the way for another sentence. So it is also called transitions, students. Transition ensures the smooth flow between two paragraphs. It will smooth flow between the two paragraphs or two ideas, helping the persons who read your essay to follow the argument or your narratives, right? So third part is conclusion. Can you tell me what things you are going to write in your conclusion? Every body part you are going to write these things. We are trying to see whether you have written or not. Now, conclusion. Can you tell me what you are going to write in your conclusion? We'll elaborate these things again. So conclusion is your last one. Conclusion you say, but when we say conclusion, students, conclusion means restate. This is saying what you have said. That is to say, restate your thesis. Your thesis is stated at the beginning of the first paragraph. So you restate your thesis in let's say in a rephrase way, not in that same way. After that, it is also the summarization. Summarize your main claim or argument. Your main claim or argument. 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 Main claim or your argument. And definitely there is your closing thought. CLOU. Closing. What is this? Closing CLOU. Closing thoughts. What is your closing thought regarding the topic? Your closing thoughts is also very important. So your introductory part, your introductions will be about 100 to 150 words. 100 to 150 words. You can call it 80 to 150 words. Let's say 100. Don't write 80. It's too short. 100 to 150 words. You can also make it 80 to 120. 80 to 120 of your introductions, and your closing thought or conclusion should be of same length. Students. Is it clear to you? Restate without repeating the thing. Summarize key point. Oh, Trisha, everything you know, very good. Okay, now I just want to tell you that, students, tomorrow we'll be talking about it more, right? So today I need to leave you. So why do you leave us early? Because I need to go about 12 kilometers far from here. Today I have lost one of my relatives. All right, I took bath. I was not in the mood of taking, but Krishna sir, he asked me to take a class today, but I took it, and now I have taken. All right, they all are there. I'm going there, so I will be discussing about these things tomorrow in details. Okay, students.
Okay, sir. Good night. Have
Now,
a safe journey.
another thing I would like to assure you is that don't prepare right now by yourself. Don't prepare essay by yourself at the moment. Leave it to me. Leave it to me, and we'll talking about it tomorrow. Having said these things, it was a wonderful time talking with you all. Thank you very much. Bye-bye and good night.